Hello, guys. Good morning, and welcome to another section with Chiwendu. So, today I want to talk more about a schema and how we can prepare one. So, as you can see, a schema is just like the quotation or like an instruction of the project you actually want to get. You can call it a ground floor in a building that houses every other thing you intend to attach. Last week, we talked about fields, types, and record in Airtable. We got to understand everything about Airtable basics, the workspace. We talked about basics, talked that a workspace is like a folder that houses other folders, and basics are a subfolder inside a workspace where you can actually save your tables. Then inside your tables, you have the field and the records. We don't use rows and column in a table, we use fields. What I forgot to tell us last week is about this particular field. This field is the primary field. If you notice, every other field here are moving. I can choose to put them inside. You can see these other fields can go inside. I can scroll to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left. But the primary field is permanent because it stores sensitive informations like names. Let's assume these details in this particular record is for Charles. So it helps you to identify at any given point in time the unique values attached to the principal person or identity here. So most of the things we use this particular primary field to store are the name of an individual if it has to do with an individual, or record ID, or potential details that can link you to other sub-elements or items attached to that particular individual. So, and if you watch under primary field, it does not have a lot of field types. You can't see a lot of field types. It's limited only to the things that are essential for it. But if you now go to these other field types, you see it has a lot of field types that you can play around with. Can you see? And it continues. So I wanted to list something about that. So today we are moving into practical 100%. We wouldn't want to be talking more on theory because this is actually a practical section where I want you to learn and grow with me. So this is an Airtable schema. Airtable schema gives an information of the overall objective and goal of the project, what you're expected to do, the instructions, and the rest of it. You can see it. In a schema is where you get the mental idea of what your client, your customer wants you to do for them. Just like in this particular schema now, this schema is saying that we should build a two table in the Airtable. Can you see? This is Airtable schema guide. Build a two table recipe database. No junction table, including budgeting, view, and beginner friendly best. So what is the objective of this schema? The objective of this schema is to create a recipe database that tracks all recipe and ingredients. So, and also it will let us budget how each recipe will cost. Also, it shows the different views to display and manage the database, and also it should be clean, consistent, and easy to build. So you can see what we intend to achieve at the end of the goal. So a schema gives you an overview of what your clients want. There's what we call mental mapping. Like a client comes to you and explains to you what they want. You should, within 30 seconds, 1 minute, visualize the outcome of that. That is mental. It can be a schema. You just have an overview of what it's going to look like. Most clients cannot come up with this kind of schema where they have instructions of what you would do and the rest of them. Most of them want something, they have the idea, but they don't know how it will come about. So you, as an automation personnel, your ability to be able to visualize and imaginalize things and bring them out to life, it's an added advantage to you. A lot of people have skills, but being able to bring out ideas to life is what makes you different and unique, and you should be creative at that. Now, you can see on this schema, from the title, we're asked to build a two-table recipe table. Then, these are the objectives. So, the first table name is going to be a recipe. And these are the field names. These are the fields we are going to create under it. And these are the field type we're going to use to enable us achieve that. Okay. Then on the second table name is going to be ingredients. And these are the field types we are going to use to achieve that. Then we have views. We're asked to, after creating both tables, we should have a view, a recipe, all recipe view in grid. We should have a quick meal. That is meals that cost less than 30 minutes as a grid view. We should also have dinner only. That is for those that want only, they should quickly see it on grid view. Recipe gallery. We should show them recipe of the ingredients used, budget friendly, new recipe, and you can see that's for the recipe table. Then for the ingredient table, these are the views they want us to achieve. We're going to have a grid view for all ingredients, a grid view grouped for by category, a grid view filtered by high cost item, and a grid view filtered by used in many recipes. So we are going to do this live. And at the end of this section, I am going to give us an assignment. You're going to see the assignment as attached. Do it, and if you have any issues, send me a reply on the comment section, and I promise to walk you through on how to achieve it. So first thing first, let us move straight into our Airtable database to build this. This is a two-table recipe database. So the first table is this. Let's go. The first table, this is the table name to make things easier. So first thing, I'm going to create a new base. I already have something like that. This is where I created something like that. But I want to do same with you so that you understand how everything works. Can you see it? This is going to be the outcome at the end of this. This is where I build similar thing. I promise you, you're going to love the outcome. So let's head quickly and build. Let's create a new base. I think I already have an existing base that I've not used. Which base is this? Let me see if we have an existing base that we can use. A table practice. I don't want to. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it with this. So our first table, we're going to name it according to our schema. Recipe. I wanted us to create a new table, so a new base, so that you understand it from the beginning. So let's create our own new base. We're going to start from scratch. We don't want to use AI. Now we are going to rename our base. So what are we going to name it? Meal planner. So if you find yourself working, you can choose any color of your choice. I think I don't have anyone with this color. I don't like the color. Let's do yellow. Okay. Then an icon. Now it's a meal planning. What do you think we can use? Any kitchen icon? Or what? You can think about that. You can think about your icon. Which icon am I going to use? Pots. Is there anything like pots? Let's search for similar something in regards to what we, okay, let me use spoon and so that is it. And boom, that is it. You can see the symbol so that at a glance, anybody can just know what we are building. So the first table is recipe and you save it. It's that simple. So let's create the field types on our recipe. So you can see the field types we are going to create. The first field is recipe name. That is not part of it. On this, you see, it was specified on the primary field. This is where it's supposed to be so that each recipe, like example, they give example like fried rice, banana pancakes, depending on what you want. So that each food is going to be linked to a table. So on this table, this is where we're going to put it, and we are going to use single line select because it's just a name we are adding. So we don't need long text or any other field type. After that, the next thing we're going to put is our meal type. You can arrange it in any format. I don't want image to come first on my own. So for the meal type, if this is provided for you, you can follow the instructions. Single selects. So for the field type, for the name is meal type and the field type is single selects. Single selects. Then we have options like breakfast, lunch, snack. So you can see. So as it is here, we're going to add options. So you see, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and finally snack. Those are the different meal type we want. We save it. The next one is cuisine, and cuisine again is single select by cuisine. So I'll rename it and select single select. Single select. Now let's get our options. You can see Nigerian food, Italian, depending. You can, another way of getting these things so that you don't have to waste all your time, you can seek the assistance of ChatGPT to achieve this. You don't have to depend on yourself alone. And ask ChatGPT to help you fill up these columns so that you wouldn't have to worry. Then the next one is prep time in minutes. So and its prep time is number. So we are going to the prep time. So we change it to number. Okay, that's okay. change this to 0. Then the next thing here is, now we can cook time. I'll add the image later. I didn't want it to come out here. Cook time is the number. Then the next one is, let me now add the image. Image is an attachment. There's attachment here already. So image. I didn't select it very well. Don't know why it's appearing this way, so let me select another field. Third image. Oh my god, I'm saying number. It's not number. It's attachment. It's attachment. Because we are adding a picture. So then we can then go to instruction. Instruction is long text. Long text. This is where we can write about the chef. So guys, I have successfully completed for the both tables. You can see I've added all the tables. I had to cut the video short, so it is not going to be so much, but I'll quickly show us how I achieved that and explain. Okay, the table is still rotated. Good. So you can see our ingredient table. I was able to fill up all the tables. All the tables we need is recipe name, meal type, casting, prep time, cook time, food image. Then we have the instruction, total time, difficulty, tag, note, ingredient used, and total estimated price. I am going to show you how I did this. Let me delete it so that you see it. I used the roll-up field. I couldn't explain that in the other one because even this, let me remove it so that I'll show you how I linked it. On our first class, we stopped at that point because we're not understanding it because I did not know. So the next thing we're going to do on this table is to do a roll-up. We're going to roll up estimated market price in ingredient table to the recipe table. So to easily do that, this is our recipe table. So we're going to add a column and use a roll-up field. a roll-up field. Remember, you cannot use a roll-up if you've not linked a table. So we're going to, you see, we cannot use it because we've not linked the table. So the first thing we're going to do is to link the ingredient table to the recipe, and that's on the table too. So here we're asked to link used ingredients used in recipe. We're going to link it. So after linking, now we cannot do roll up. So we're going to add a table with a linked record. The table name, we're linking recipe, and we're linking it to this, and the name is going to be used in recipe. So once we create it, automatically we are linking. Let's keep this for now. We're going to do the roll up later. This automatically now is going to appear here. Can you see? It appeared too because I deleted the first one because I wanted to teach us. So let me quickly delete this. So automatically they are linked. Let me delete this again and repeat it so that we're sure it's connected. So let's come back here and delete this and perform it again. So now we are going to link both tables together. We're using a link table, and the table we're linking is this. So the name we're going to call it is linked this. Automatically, they will both be linked. When you now go to recipe table, you're going to see a table named ingredients because we've linked the ingredient table to that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is to do a roll-up. A roll-up to bring the calculation back for us. So we're going to roll up the estimated market price. This is the estimated market price per ingredient. We're going to roll it up on the recipe table. So what we're going to do here now, we're going to use a roll-up field. When you use a roll-up field, you call up the estimated market price to enable you calculate. Now, you select the field you want to roll up. You choose the field we are rolling up estimated market price. So once we do it now, automatically we have rolled it up. So any price we add here, will appear there. You don't need to repeat the process twice. So that's that about roll up and link. Those are the two things we are supposed to do. We're supposed to link the ingredients used to the recipe table, which we've done, and we do a roll up, which we've done. Then here also we're asked to link the recipe, which we have. So to fill up these tables, because we need to fill them up to actually see what we are doing. There is something I did that I did not show us. This is the total time. To calculate for total time, I use the sum value. This is it here. If you watch here, we have cook time, prep time. So I need to move this here to here so that they will be in alignment. If you watch, we have prep time and cook time. And when you sum both together, you see total time. According to this, on our first table, we have the cook time and this, and we'll have total time. We have the cook time, we have the prep time. We have prep time, cook time, and total time. And prep time is, the formula we use is the summation of these two will give us total time. And that is what I use there. When you click on this to edit, so what you just do is you type, let me delete it and do it again. So you just type sum, it will come up and you select the table. The two tables are prep prep time, comma, cook time. You close your brackets. Why? Because there is an open bracket here, one. So you have to close it to be sure that there is no error. So that when you start, but what we have to change is this is supposed to be in not number. It's supposed to be in duration because is what we want to calculate. We're not calculating numbers, we're calculating duration. So let's use duration instead of, because it's time we are calculating. So here you choose how you want it. You want it to appear like this. Any format you want it. I want it to appear like this. So I'll quickly go with this. Yes. Then the same thing with this, because we're not calculating number. What we're calculating is time. So we automatically should use duration to enable us get the time so that you don't see numbers everywhere. And that's the format I wanted. So this, I think I'm supposed to this formula we're using, so it's okay. So the summation of this will give us this. Good. So to populate this table, I can't begin to type all of this. So the easiest thing you do is use ChatGPT. I've already used ChatGPT to prompt. So what did I tell ChatGPT? That's the easiest way you achieve things. I told ChatGPT, hi ChatGPT, I attached my assignment. That's the instruction, so that ChatGPT understand what I want to create and help me. I said, hi ChatGPT, how are you doing today? Please, I need you to help me fill the table in the attached schema. I need 10 different meals in Nigerian meals, Indian meals, and Italian meals. Populate both table 1 and 2 to enable me copy and paste into my Airtable base. I am currently doing a video recording for my students. Put cooking instructions and chef notes in each of the items. I need the table to be more detailed and rich. And this is the response I got. ChatGPT said, great, below is the plain text version for Nigerian meal, Indian meal, and that. Oh my god, ChatGPT gave me 10 each. I only just wanted 10 for all, but that's okay. So you can see it. I'll just copy it and fill it because I don't have time. So I'll just copy. Here, the meal name is jollof rice. And according to what I just saw, is we're going to select, remember, okay, we have to select the food type, which we've already done. The multi-select allows us to select the meal type. On ChatGPT said jollof rice is lunch. So is Nigerian meal. So this is the instruction. I'll copy my instruction so that I don't have to go and so the casting is Nigerian meal. The prep time, we'll look at that. Let me put the instruction I copied already. Cooking instruction. You know we used long formats. Good. Then let's go back. They should move. Let me just copy this out to enable me achieve what I want. So let me open back our assignment. So let me paste it here to enable me copy and paste. But if you have all the time in the world, you can right, but I don't have all that time, so I'll just quickly use what ChatGPT. So you see what ChatGPT said on that prep time 40, cook time Prep time 20, cook time 40, and it's prepared in medium. So I'll do prep time 20, 40. Oh my god. Total. This calculation is wrong. It's plus. I'm supposed to use not sum. It's times in it. Plus. I'll fix that. Let's do other things. Okay, so for difficulty, why is it not coming up? Have we not added our difficulty? It's here now. Single select. Why is it not coming up? Medium. Tags. Okay. What does ChatGPT say it is? The tag is spicy, one spot. Then ingredients use spicy, one spot. Okay. So our tag is okay. Spot on. You see what the function of wanting tags. So our note is best served. We've not added our ingredients. Because we linked the table, we're supposed to add our ingredients on the ingredient table. We would have just selected. So let's go and add our ingredients. So these are the ingredients used. So let's add these ingredients. So let's go to the ingredients table and add ingredients to enable us select. And yes. Vegetable oil. Yeah. Cube. Meat. Crayfish. So now let's go to the recipe table. We're not going to type it. We'll just come here. You see, because they are linked, because it's a linked table, you don't need to type afresh. You just open it and select all the ingredients that could be used to cook jollof rice. As simple as that. That's the power of multi-select. It allows you to select more than one icon. Okay, so that's that. So the next thing we have is, we are done with this. The next one we have is egusi soup. And they said egusi could be eaten in in the evening dinner, and it's Nigeria. So let's go back to our recipe. So the next meal is egusi, and it's okay. Let's eat it in the evening dinner, and it's Nigerian meal. Then let's copy the cooking instruction. So the prep time is 25, cook time is 35 minutes. So prep time is 25. To prepare it, that's what it means. Then the cook time is 35. We're not done with our calculation. We're going to do that. Later, we're going to get images on Google. So how is it? Is it a medium cooked food? It's medium and tagged. Tags are protein and traditional. Medium. So I don't think we added our tags. So it's still medium cooked. So for tag is, let's add this tag. Let's add it. I don't think I added it. So traditional. And so that it will enable me select it. So for that, we'll select traditional and protein rich. So it's medium cooked. Medium cooked. Notes. Let's copy the notes. Served in yam pulp. So served with pounded yam or eba. So let's add the ingredients. Let's go and add the ingredients on the ingredient table. So we'll go to the ingredient table. Ingredient table. And we add it. Egusi. Stockfish. Beef. Beef. There's onions before, so we're not going to repeat it. Just going to add spinach. So now we'll come back. You see, all these ingredient types that can use meat. Can you see jollof rice automatically came here because it is used in the ingredients. So now let's go and select the ingredients. So here, said is used with crayfish, is used to prepare egusi soup. Onions is used to prepare egusi soup. Egusi is used to prepare egusi soup. Palm oil is used to prepare egusi soup. Stockfish is used to prepare egusi soup. Beef is used to prepare egusi soup. Spinach is used to prepare egusi soup. Seasoning cube. And that's that. Okay. So the next meal on our list, I hope we've added everything. Yes, the price we've not added, we've not gotten to that. So this is how you are going to repeat this for every meal. The next one we have is amala and ewedu. You go to your recipe and say amala and ewedu. When is it prepared? Lunch, Nigeria. This is the cooking instruction. Lunch, Nigeria. Okay. It's lunch. It's Nigerian meal. So guys, I have been able to fill up the tables. So you can see our recipe names, which is jollof rice, egusi soup, amala and ewedu, samosa, butter chicken, paneer tikka, pasta carbonara, margherita pizza, spaghetti, bolognese, and fried plantain. And you can see how the tag, spicy, and the rest, the notes, the ingredients used in each of them. I have not added a price yet. And let's look at how they are prepared, the difficulty level, medium, easy, and that. This is instruction. I've not added the images. Let's look at this. This is wrong. Let's look at our formula. Why is it not okay? Because I did not add space in between. Let's see. This is not giving me what I want. Why am I not getting? This is supposed to be in duration. Duration. Yes, save. Good. And that is what we want. So 20 plus 30 is 1 minute. 25 plus 25 is 1 minute. 15, that's what I wanted. Good, and we got that. So this is the casting types and the rest of them. Good, so having done that, let us go to our ingredient table, and this is this. What is left now? Oh my god, we still have a lot to do. The estimated price. So let's add price. This is this is so much. So let's add price. 4,000 types and categories. So what is the type and category? Let's fill up this before we move forward. So the type and category: spices, vegetable, helpful, white matters. The type and category. So common units in grams, pieces, table. Okay, let's do that. Common unit. So let's say 4 cups. Let's do this. So common unit, we need this. Let's add it here. Tomatoes, let's add them. For tomatoes, what can we use to measure tomato? Pieces. We use pieces. We use 10 pieces. So for onions, 3 pieces. For vegetable, let's do 2 kg. For let's use more of 5 kg. Beef, crayfish, 2 grams. Let's do 10 grams for flour. 10 grams. Let's do oil. 1 liter. Let's do stockfish. 5 kg. Let's do spinach. 2 cups. Let's do beans. 5 cups. Let's do leaf. 2 bunch. Let's do, I think that's okay. 1 kg. 6 grams. In your own case, you might have specifically what you want, but here, then so let me do 10 pieces onions. Let me do 3 pieces vegetable oil. Let me do 1 liter bell pepper. Let me do 3 pieces is too small, but let's manage it. Seasoning cube, 3 pieces. Meat, 5 kg. No, 2 kg is too small. Let's do 5 kg. 5 kg. Crayfish, let's do 2 grams. Egusi, let's do 4 cups. Palm oil, let's do 1 liter. Stockfish, let's do 2 kg. Then beef, still sitting as meat, let's do 2 kg. Spinach, let's do 6 grams. Yam flour, let's do 3 cups. Let's do 4 cups. 3 cups. Ewedu, let's do 2 kg. Locust beans, let's do 3 cups. Locust beans, 3 cups. Then let's go down. Salt, a pinch. Salt is supposed to be a pinch. Let's do 1 gram. Thought I wrote 1 gram. Salt, 1 gram. Add flour. Let's do 4 cups. Potato, let's do 10 pieces. Peas, let's do sorry, what happened? I know.
So now block.
Babe, no, my bread.
I'm not going to know. For
Just 5 minutes. To summarize him. 5 kg tomato puree. 2 kg butter. 1 gram. Cream. 1 gram. Onion. 2 kg. My screen number X 3 pieces. To change piece of 5 kg tomato sauce 6 grams spaghetti 3 pieces pounded beef 5 kg garlic 3 pieces dry plantain 5 kg. So that's that on that. So the next thing we're going to do on this table now is to estimate the cost for each of these items. We've not added the type and category, but let's estimate the cost. So let's say rice is $4,000. No, that's on the high side. $400. Then tomatoes should be about $70. Then onion should be about $20. Then rice should be about, let's change this currency to Naira. And this Naira side. Let's share this. This should be 1,000. So vegetable oil should be 35. Pepper should be 500. This should be 200. This should be 700. Sizzling cube should be 500. This should be meat should be 8,000. Fish should be 1,500. ABC should be 5,000. Palm oil should be 4,000. Stockfish should be 10,000. Beef should be 6,000. Spinach should be 2,000. Yam flour should be 35. Ewedu should be 800. Rice should be 25. Salt should be 500. Flour should be 3,000. Potato should be 3,000. Peas should be 2,000. Spices should be 1,000. Chicken should be 7. Tomato sauce should be 3,000. Butter should be 900. Cream should be 800. Onion should be 1,000. It should be 800. It should be extra 1,000. This should 2 F. This should be 600. It should be pistachio 1,500. That should be 2,000. This should be 2,000. This should be 4,000. This should be 1,200. This should be 900. This should be 100 now. This should be 3,000. So we've added all the price. So can link this. We can roll this up from don't add any notes yet. So that's been done. Type and category. What are we going to choose? So let's leave that for now. After that, let's create views for our table. So after that, let's create our okay, we've not added our pictures. So to add pictures, the next thing you're going to do is this is meal types. So this is a recipe name. So you go to Google and search for jollof rice. You enter. Search under image. So just type better you type. You can see different types of jollof rice. You select anyone. Type Nigeria. Like to be precise, if you want it to be precise, specify the process. So I just type Nigerian jollof rice. You can see all the types of rice that are coming up. So you select the one you love the most. I think I like this, so I'm going to make use of this picture. I'm going to use, I like this and the packaging. This is fine, this is fine for me. So I'll quickly download it. Right click and click on Save As. Save As. So this is where I'm saving it on that drive. Jollof. Okay, I already have jollof rice. Can you imagine? So I'll quickly go and yes, so see the one I've selected. I'll go under attachments, food image, click on attach. I'll click on upload. And I'll go to this was where I saved it, draft. I'll search for jollof rice and I will upload it. You can see it. Automatically our food will be uploaded. So the next thing is egusi soup. I think I already have one. Let me search for egusi soup. If it's not on my system, then we are going to go. You see I have egusi. So I'll just upload it. But you can come here and still type egusi soup and search, it will pop up. You will not see egusi to select from, but I have it already, so no need of searching for it. You can see. So the next thing is amalande wedu. You see, I don't think I have this, so I'll search for it. I'll search for amalande wedu. I'll search for it and download this. You can see. sometimes consider the package. This packaging is fine. This is I'll go with this. I'll kindly save it to my system. I'll save it and upload it. This is samosa. I already have samosa. So I'll add both. So equal amount. And save it. I'll upload it. This is how you can actually add pictures to your image. I already have samosa on my system. I'll just add it up. You can see it. I already downloaded it when I did similar thing. So the next picture I need to upload is butter chicken. I don't have it before now. So I'll kindly search for butter chicken and add it. Butter chicken is coming. Butter chicken, that's rich people's meal. That's Indian food. The next one is this butter chicken. Okay, did not even paste. Butter chicken. So you can see it. I'm not seeing real food, I'm just seeing icons. That's an Indian food. Let me add Indian. India. This looks presentable to me. So this is what I selected. So I will search for the second one. I will save this as butter chicken. We'll put them in the and save this butter chicken. The next one is pasta cover. I don't have it, so I'll search for it. The next one is I don't have this. I'll search for it also. Don't know why I'm not seeing real meal. Okay. And this looks more presentable, so I'll save it. This is carbonara. So I'll search for the second one. which is margherita pizza and plantain. I think I have spaghetti. Not sure again. Margherita pizza. I'm not seeing at visual. I can't test. I think this looks yummy. So soup. Dairy. So let's look for. Alright. One, two. And finally, spaghetti. Okay. I was able to fill up the tables. You can see all our tables are filled up. I've added all the ingredients, the meal types, the notes, the tags, the difficulty level, and that's so. This is our ingredient table. You can see I've added the ingredient, the category, the common units, the price. I'm not adding notes here. Then they used in recipe, so you can see them all here. So now the next thing that is left for us to do is to create our view. So first we're creating our recipe view, which is this. This is already on our recipe view. So we are just going to rename it and call it, rename it and call it all recipe. That's it, all recipe. That's a grid view. So the next view we are going to create is another view, quick meals less than 30 minutes. So we're going to add a filter for total time less than 30 minutes. So let's do that. Always name your view so that someone can easily understand it at a glance without much difficulty. So we're using grid view. This time we're going to add filter. We're going to add filter for cook time, and the condition is we're going to add a condition using cook time less than 30. Cook time less than 30. Less than 0 to boom. So you can see it will show us meals that are prepared less than 30. So this is where your attention should be. Can you see how I added the filter? So the next thing we're going to add is dinner only. So we're going to create another filtered grid with filter meal type dinner only. So we will add another grid view. Oh my god, what am I doing? close. We did not change this. I'm finding it difficult. Okay. To another filtered view. We're going to name it dinner only. So the filter is meal type. Dinner only. So the filter will be, let me change the other one's name. So for this, so the filter will be, we'll add the condition. Meal type is dinner only. So you can see it, these are only meals that under dinner only. So our next view is going to be recipe gallery. So it's still is a gallery view we are creating this time. So we are going to create a gallery view for this. So you're going to see a wonderful look of all we've created. Can you see this? Can you see what we've done? Can you see the magic? Isn't this awesome? Let's customize our card. So let it show us instruction. We need more details, tags, notes, difficulty level, ingredients used, the cost and ingredient used. So you can see. So that's going to give us, okay, I don't like this. Let me remove some. Let's remove the notes and ingredients and the price so that we can see our meals, medium and tax. Let's remove the tax and medium as well, the difficult, so that it doesn't accommodate more. This is better. Should we even let's remove the prep time. Let's remove prep time. This is okay long. This is amazing. Can you see this? So let's create more views. Now the next view we're creating is budget friendly. So this is for those that are looking for meals they can prepare that cost less than 3,000. So our filter is going to be, we're going to use filter, and it's a grid view. We're going to use filter for total estimated. So let's create the view. There's another grid view. We name it, add our filter, total, add a condition, total estimated price. Total estimated cost is less than 3,000. So we're doing 3,000. So this is for somebody that is looking for budget freely. Oh my God. 3,000. So these are the only meals you can prepare with 3,000 naira. I think that is too scanty. Let's do that is less than 5,000. So that our table could be somehow filled. 5,000 is still with the 10,000. So that we can have more meals. Then we will do for new recipes. Sort by created time. I don't need this view. Let's look for another view. So for the ingredient table, we're going to do for all ingredients. So for ingredient table, we are going to create view. So we're just going to rename this because this contains for all ingredients. Then the next one is going to be by category. So we are going to, this one we're creating a group. We group them by category. So, and it's a grid view. Yes, but grouped. So create a grid view, but this time grouped. So let's group it by category. By category. Can you see? So here now we're grouping them according to their category. So meals that fall under a particular category will be assembled together. Isn't this amazing? This is awesome. So we're going to create another view, and this view is going to be by high cost items. So items that cost above 4,000, because almost all our items, and we're going to use another grid view. Another grid view. I would have taught us how to do Canva and timeline view, but we did not add dates. Another practical I'm going to show us, the one we're going to add. So let's add a condition. Let's use used in recipes. Has any, what are we going to use now? What is it going to, return by record can't. Used in recipe. As any of rice, beef, now let's use group. Let's use group. Group by recipe type. I think this is so much. By egisi soup. So let's group again by cousin. Let's group again. Do we have cousin here? That's that. Let's group by cousin here. Let's group by cousin here. By cousin. So let's group by cousin. Cousin, then we are going to add a subgroup. Meal type. Can you see this? This is amazing, right? So I want to add one table here. I want to add rating, popularity rating table. So let's add one. Rating. So we're going to do it 5. Create. So in this food we have jollof rice, we're giving it 5 star. Egusi soup 4. Amala 5, samosa 2, butter chicken 3, pancake 2, pastel carbonara 4, omelette 1, spaghetti 5, and fried plantain 5. So now let's filter. Let's filter. Let's filter. Add a soap. This is grouping. Let's also add a filter. Let's add a sub group by rating. Let's add the rating. Isn't this amazing? Can you see? We now rate them based on those that have five stars, 4 stars.